this Botanical Watercolor Crash Course. It's called Pigeon Letters or something. This is, I just got this in a big sale at Let's Make Art. So I got it for like 75% off. It's in my haul video, but I didn't go through everything. So I thought I would just open it up and show you everything that's in it. Yeah, so it was originally like $100 and it was marked down to $25. So I think that's that. So it came with 3 stickers. Remember why you started. There's art to art and embrace imperfections. I gotta put those someplace. It came with 2 micron plastic nib pins. Is one red? Yeah, one's red and one's black. Okay. With 2 brushes. The Pigeon Letters Studio round 12 and round 4. And it came with 5 watercolors. Daniel Smith Extra Fine, Opera Pink, Buff Titanium, Burnt Umber Sap Green, and Hansa Yellow Medium. So I'll do a little swatch of those. Came with a butcher's tray, 7 by 10.5, and some paper that's about 8 by 10. And these are the lessons, I guess. So this is not Sarah Cray, but it's someone who, I guess, Peggy, who did like a temporary teaching job there. There's another postcard. Oh, so that's a Let's Make Art Matter. Okay. So I guess there's 3 projects? Or is there more? There's 3 cards. I don't know. All right, loose watercolor techniques. So that's just sort of explaining how to do some flower shapes. And this is some leaf shapes. Showing you how to do a wreath, which this is just so something I kind of struggle with because it's so loose. I like to make things very precise. So that'll be fun for me. Inky watercolor botanicals. Okay, so you just kind of throw the watercolor down and then you use these pens to give it some shape, some definition. Okay. And then wildflower meadow. So I guess these are the 3 projects? Oh no, there's 4. Okay. So there's the wreath, there's some leaves with the pen. You use the pen also. It's a bouquet kind of with some pen, and then sort of a meadow. Very loose watercolor. So we'll see how I do with that. So that's it. I just wanted to open this up and I will be doing this. Okay. I finished the Pigeon Letter Watercolor Crash Course, whatever it was called. I got rid of the box. I don't know what it's called anymore. Like generally when I do the Let's Make Art, I sometimes watch the video, but mostly I'll look at the cards that come with it. I got rid of the cards too. That show the step-by-steps, because that seems to be easier than watching it, because I think when they do it on video, it takes 2 seconds for them to do it, but I need it like slow-mo to see how the stroke is done and all that stuff. So I started to watch this video. This wasn't Sarah Cray teaching. This was Peggy Dean. And I don't know if it's because I don't follow that kind of teaching style, or if she's just not a natural teacher. I think you have to have a skill to be a teacher. And she teaches the way I would, just like all over the place. And she would like start talking about something and then she'd veer off into something else. And it was like, it's just not the easiest way for me to learn, you know. So I watched it for a little bit and then I just shut it off and forget it. I'm not going to learn anything from this. So then I just followed the pictures and did what I could do. I did do the initial exercise showing how to do the leaf shapes and the flower petal shapes and stuff like that. and then I just kind of, it was so loose. It's just not my thing. But I ended up liking a couple of them. So it is, I have an appreciation for it. It's just probably not something I'm going to do very often. So it's probably not going to be a regular staple in my repertoire. But yeah, it was fun. I'm glad that I paid the 75% off, because that to me was not worth $100, whatever the course was. That was crazy. So I ended up paying like, what, $24.99 for the thing, and I think that was an okay price. So anyway, so this was the first one, Expressive Greenery. So you did half of it in watercolor and half of it used one of these micron pens to kind of do outlines. So, no, that's the wrong one. So this is what I came up with. This is theirs and this is mine. I like parts of it, but it's not my style, so I probably wouldn't do this again, but yeah, it was okay. This one was very messy. I don't like this kind of thing at all, because this doesn't have any lines in it. I think maybe I would have liked it more if I had put lines in it. But that's what I came up with. It just looks like a mess to me, but and I had a hard time getting a dark color because of the paints that we got. There really wasn't a dark color. Even the brown was not, it was like a medium brown. It wasn't dark. And I tried doing like green and, well, there wasn't a red. I did green and pink together to try to get like a dark, like a brown, but it was just always a medium brown. So I don't know if she added black in here or something, because I could never get colors this dark. That was about as dark as I could get. But yeah, I didn't really like that one very much. This one I ripped the card up by mistake. But I actually like this one. I didn't like it at first because it was just big blobs. But once I added the pen, I did like it. So with a loose style, if I can add a little bit of pen, I don't mind it as much. There's that. And then the last one's still a little bit wet, so that's why. It was a wreath. I'm not good at calligraphy, so I wrote spring on the inside instead of this long thing. So I did that. It was, I don't mind the way it looks. This one doesn't have the ink in it, like the pen lines in it, but I added those because I liked it. Yeah, I didn't mind this one as much, but it's small because the paper that came with it is pretty small. I would have liked it better on a bigger scale. So that was it. That was my experience with this kit. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely worth the $24.99 to get all that stuff, because you got the tray and you get the Daniel Smith paints and you got the brushes. So it was worth that, but I don't think I would take a class with her, because I found her kind of not, her teaching skill was not something that I got something from, so. Anyway, so that's that. That's the end of this video, I guess. Anyway, all right. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.